Hey guys, Poulin here from Party Time DJ Services with my first active speaker review of 2024. So happy new year to all of you musicians out there, musicians and DJs, all of you that like to make a lot of noise like myself. So my first video this year is going to be about a series that I covered already called Yorkville's YXL series. I actually reviewed the YXL15P. I think that was my first video review of last year. I've been waiting to try out the YXL15Ps, the biggest box of the bunch, because there's the YXL10P, 12P, and 15P. The 10s and 12s are okay for, one-man acts or really small DJ gigs or to use with subs. But if you're a DJ or musician on a budget and just want one pair of quality or decent boxes that'll get loud enough for smaller events to get you started out, especially for DJs, where you want a full sound without having to carry subs, a 15-inch active box is usually a very good solution. And Yorkville really is giving you something awesome here for the price. The YXL 15Ps, I have one here, I have one down here. They retail at $7.29 a piece Canadian. Once in a while you'll find them on sale for, I think I saw them at $6.79 around Boxing Day, each speaker. And that's for a 15-inch and 1-inch compression driver configuration, 1000 watts maximum applied power. I'm going to call it more like 500 real continuous watts into a quality 15-inch woofer. This isn't just a cheap Chinese woofer. This is actually made by Celestion, 2.5-inch voice coil, and a 1-inch compression driver made in Italy, believe it or not. So very good quality components in there. I was surprised because YXL is actually the entry-level series from Yorkville. If you go higher, you get the Parasource, and then you have the Elite. These are not quite Elite and Parasource quality and output, but they are your best bang for your buck, or I should say your best boom for your buck, because these produce outstanding low frequency response all the way down to 45 hertz, and that's minus or plus 3 decibels. So that's actually an impressive number for a budget box at that comes in at under $1,500 a pair, or roughly $1,500 a pair, with Yorkville's standard 2-year even if you break it warranty. On top of that, you get a 3-channel mixer section, aux in, it's 1/8-inch input. You got a either XLR or 1/4 inch for the first 2 channels. Third one is the stereo aux in or Bluetooth. Bluetooth being very convenient for DJs, especially even if you're a DJ but you're having a little party outside, a little gathering, and you just want to play some tunes off of your MP3 player or something. Press that Bluetooth button, connect it to your device, and you got some great sound, great portable sound. Even for the DJ who wants to setting up, if you're set up in a certain hall or something, and you need sound in a different room just temporarily for a slideshow, for example, or the couple just wants some background music because they're serving hors d'oeuvres on the other side, grab a little speaker, put on Bluetooth, and just very convenient to have. So that's a great feature. On top of the 3-channel mixer built in there, I tested them this weekend for a family party, roughly 120, 130 people, and I actually didn't even have these on stands because, well, it was a free gig. So I really wanted to push the crap out of these, because that's where you learn how well a box is designed, is how well it handles or behaves itself in higher output applications. So this family party was a perfect place to try it out. And the first thing you'll notice on these speakers is the low frequency response. There are 3 different settings. There's concert, club, and monitor. Monitor will obviously reduce those deeper low frequencies, which you don't need when you're using, if you're using these as a monitor. While the concert is more of a flatter mode, and while club is exactly what it sounds like, it produces ridiculous amounts of deeper low bass, best suited for smaller venues, at home, or in a small, or when you're playing playback music before the actual party. After that, I would probably switch it over to concert mode, which offers a more balance. And you can always, if you on your mixer, you can always EQ to taste. But the low frequency that comes out of these speakers is just outstanding. Down to 45 hertz, minus or plus 3 decibels, is an outstanding frequency response. And that's something you would expect from such a value-oriented speaker line. I used to have the YX15Ps, which was pretty much the older version of these new cabinets. They didn't have Bluetooth. They did have a mixer section, but they had, like, I think 200 watts of available power, which is okay for a lot of situations, but they went down to something like 60 hertz minus or plus 3 dBs. These go down to 45. It's only 15. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a hell of a difference. So anyway, I had these at a family party this weekend. Cranked them as loud as the family would tolerate. I even did some karaoke, which is a good test of a speaker's limitations, because often karaoke, if you don't have a mixer, a compression on your channel or anything, that's a pretty big dynamic range, and the speaker really has to work hard to bring out every single note. So that's where I found their limits. I definitely did, but they still sounded really decent as long as you play within the what they're capable of doing. But their output is actually very surprising, up to 127 decibels according to Yorkville. The older YX15P is, I think, maxed out at 122, so that's a lot more headroom for you. But I was really flabbergasted. That's a really odd word. I was just really surprised at how loud these things got and how strong the bass was. I was, of course, set up in the corner, so room acoustics did play a big part in that. But even in a corner, and I put them in concert more, and I dialed down the bass, and they still were producing ample low frequencies, which a lot of you guys will love, especially if you're not wanting to carry subs upstairs and around. You just want to do mostly smaller gigs, and you still want something that sounds nice and full. You won't beat these for the price. They also include Yorkville's 2-year, even if you break it, warranty, and service from Long & McQuaid if you actually buy them from Long & McQuaid, which I highly recommend, simply because you can add additional years of protection on top of that 2-year standard warranty. I think it's like 4% of the purchase price. You can add an extra year. So like, I don't know, like $25 per speaker adds you an extra year. So you can, add yourself a few years of warranty. You'll have a set of speakers for the next 5 years at a very reasonable price. And they pound. They seriously pound. I was surprised that this is, Yorkville's entry-level speakers. I've used the Parasource and I've used the Elites, which are outstanding. They'll give you a few more decibels. You would notice the difference mostly in the mids and highs. Low frequencies, these deliver outstanding low frequencies. The mids and highs they're okay. I don't love them, but you have to accept some compromises, and these are not Parasource, these are not Elites. Like I said, the woofer is top quality. The compression driver is okay. It sounds good. You're not going to get as much top-end sparkle, as much detail as you would from the Parasource or a higher-end box. That's to be expected, but the power is there, the output is there, the mixer section, the Bluetooth, and the weight. These are 45 pounds. Easy peasy. I have no problems. I actually was able to grab one in each hand when I was taking them out of the hall. Just grab one in each hand and I'm out of here. Very easy. It is a plastic coating, as a lot of these boxes are, and they can get scratched up pretty easily. These are from Long McQuaid's rental department, so that's not a big surprise. But for 45 pounds, $679 a piece. I think that's a bargain for such a quality speaker. Was it $679? Anyway, very good price for a quality speaker, backed by Yorkville's famous warranty. So if you want, go check them out at your Long McQuaid. Highly recommended. Even for you DJs that have a top-notch system that wants something as a backup, or you want something for even the YXL10Ps or 12Ps are great for ceremony. They're great for playing music in another hall. And even those have phenomenal bass for their size and their output and their price. It is process bass, as you can imagine, but it's done very well if you keep it within the limits that was designed to operate at. If you're playing louder, just turn off that club mode and you'll be fine. Great little performance, great little speakers, great value. Yorkville YXL series. Have any questions? Send me an email, alpoulin@hotmail.com. ALPOULIN@hotmail.com. I will try to answer you as fast as possible. So happy New Year, happy 2024. And go check out Yorkville's YXL series, YXL10P, 12P, and 15P. But I highly recommend the 15P if you're a new DJ, new band starting out, and you just want something that kicks ass. They don't sound perfect, but they sound extremely good, especially for the price you're paying. So go check them out. YXL15P, Yorkville.